As a former video gamer who spent 12 hours a day grinding, scrolling on average 4 hours on social media, I want to tell you this. You don't want to lose that time again after you watch this video. Because if you want to improve yourself to get to a certain level where people trust you, people perceive value better on you, people want to start a business with you, people want to give you money, you got to improve your characters and skill. You don't improve your characters and skill on video games, scrolling on social media, and call yourself professional gunners and professional scrollers. You improve yourself by doing trials and errors. Learn specific skills, communication, storytelling, reading, and try to improve yourself at a higher level by improving your knowledge, by improving your actions. So when you wake up in the morning, it tells you what you are as a person. If you scroll on social media, if you play video games, then I'm not saying this because you won't get success in life. Of course, there are a lot of people who get successful in a video game. But if you want to be honest with yourself, you don't want this lifestyle. You want to improve yourself day by day, week after week. You want to improve your knowledge. You want to meet better people. You want to live better life. You're stuck in the same job. You're stuck in the same room. You're stuck in the same mindset and friendship for 10 years now. You're stuck in the same circle back in high school and middle school for 10 years now. You don't improve as a person because you improve on video games. Why don't you apply the same principle? You want to grind yourself in real life. You grind yourself that people trust you, people respect you, people perceive you better. In social status, you become that man. So how can you do that? I'm not here to tell you what the business model, what you need to do, what the habit you need to start, because none of this matters if you don't change this mindset. So you obsess about the hours you spend on video games. You obsess about the hours you spend on social media. That makes you think that you need to grind 12 hours on the business. You need to grind 8 hours every day for the next 40 years on your normal job. That's not the mindset that gets you out of that situation. You want to escape. You're stuck in the same job. You're stuck in the same circle. You want to escape that by spending less time, by spending less hours on video games, on social media, on the job you have, and instead use the time to improve yourself. Listen to business podcasts, read financial books, economics, psychology, or business overall, and try to apply the principles that you listen, that you consume, that you've learned from online communication, whatever it is, and use it in real life. Make content on social media. Talk to people when you go to gym, when you go to restaurants, when you go to cafes. Ask certain questions. And people love you because you have this character that you're a real human. You don't like anyone. You don't like everyone. You try to do small talks. Hey, how's it going? Good morning. What do you do? But it's sad. Yeah, I'm doing this business. What are you doing? So you see my content? Yeah, I'm doing this for 1 hour a day. People will respect you because none of these people you meet every day, none of these people you meet at a gym, restaurants, cafes know about this stuff. And you're new to this. You need to obsess not on your normal job, not on your video games, not on social media, right? You obsess of becoming that person by just spending 2 hours a day. That's a big return on investment, right? In finance, there's called return on investment. If you spend only $100 and you get $1,000 return, that is 10x ROI. And this is the same thing in your life. If you spend just 2 hours a day for the next 3 months, right? 90 days. For the next 3 months, you spend 2 hours a day, right? You just spend 180 hours to improve your communication skill, storytelling, improve your characters. And in the next 3 months, you start a business, maybe you close one client, you make your first $1,000. It's just 3 months. See, 6, 9, 12 months, how much progress you can make, right? Instead of just spending your time, wasting your life on video games, social media, and just get a job that gets you enough money to live. Why don't you take the risk? I know the answer. Because you're afraid of failing. You're afraid that people tell you that you're a loser. You're afraid to tell your friends and family that you take your life seriously, that you take the risk, that you use that investment. You spend $1,000 on a course. You spend $2,000 on a camera and set up to improve your productivity, to improve your mindset, right? You want to spend your hours, your energy, your money on food, video games, vacation, all the bullshit, but you don't want to spend that money to yourself because you're afraid. So, what you need to do? You want to be in that position or you want to get to the next level? If you know the answer, you want to get to the next level. So, what you need to do is invest in yourself. Take the risk. I'm not here telling you to buy courses, listen to these specific books, buy these courses, buy this camera, whatever. Because you don't need someone telling you what you need to do. You know what you need to do, but you don't have the courage because you're afraid. You're trying to hide behind that curtains. And if you want to improve in life, just take action. Take action on the things that makes you uncomfortable, right? Maybe it's starting make content on social. Maybe it's doing freelance job. Maybe it's start reaching out to business owners and sell them service, sell them Instagram management ads, whatever it is, sell them personal training to people that you know. You're afraid to do that because you get in this comfort zone. You're being comfortable with everything in your life. You got a comfort job, you got a comfort social media, you got a comfort video games, you got a comfort friends and family. And that's why you don't want to take the risk. You don't want to lose your identity. You don't want to lose your current moment. So if you want to improve, you got to lose all of these things. You got to sacrifice all these things because you can't have it all. You gotta have weekends and successful business. None of this is true, right? If you want to have a successful business, if you want to have an aesthetic body, if you want to have better friendship, better relationships with your friends and family, you meet people who are billionaires, millionaires, whatever. You gotta spend in your early 20s or even 30s to work on your business, try to improve your skills and communication skills, try to tell your story and make sense on everything, right? So this means on weekends you spend just 4 hours. I don't want you to spend 48 hours on weekends. It's all about consistency. Just 4 hours on weekends and 3 to 4 hours on weekdays. You gotta be consistent with this, improve your communication skill, improve your characters, improve your body so people can trust you. People offer you jobs, people open door for you, people start a business with you because you have the body that people trust you, people want to work with you, people want to get around with you, right? So now you have 3 hours or even 4 hours a day to improve, right? So when you wake up in the morning, you spend 1 hour to improve your specific skill, your communication skill, your storytelling, your content creation. Basically, you spend the first 1 hour after you wake up to record content, like what I'm doing right now. I just wake up and I record content because I know I have big level of energy and focus and I get into flow state easily. I record this content without script and I know if I can sustain this and I improve day after day, improve my storytelling, improve my communication skill, improve my thoughts, then I can influence you. You watching this video right now because you get influenced. I've been doing this for years and I know what the specific words I need to say, right? So just spend 1 hour to improve your communication skill, content creation, writing, speaking, storytelling, whatever it is. Then you go to gym. You spend 1 hour to build an aesthetic body. You follow the specific workout to improve your body. You don't want to be like powerlifter, bodybuilders have amount of muscle mass, but they don't look aesthetic. People don't trust them because they take on gears. They just take on gears every day, obsessing about fitness, but other things in their life. They don't have friends, they don't have family, they don't have business, they don't have the characters, right? So you don't be like that person. You want to have your characters, you want to have your business, you want to have your friends and family rooting for you, right? So you don't only sacrifice them all, you try to incorporate your new life with them, right? So how you can do that? By following 1 hour specific routine workout to improve your aesthetic body. So for the reference, aesthetic muscles are delts, chest, traps, lats, abs, and arms. That's it. You want to improve your legs, you want to have bigger legs, but if you get bigger lower body than your upper body as a man, then you're not attractive. It's just female, right? So you want to have an aesthetic body, that fit taper silhouette, that people can see you as someone who's aesthetic. People want to work with you because you've been consistently doing this for years, and they trust you because you won't scam them. You can't scam them basically, because you're a focused person, you're so disciplined, you're consistent with everything in your life. So that's it. Just 3 hours a day to improve your life. So I believe you, in the next 3 months, at least you make your first $100 from your online business, because you've been consistent, improving yourself, improving your skills to higher level. In the next 3 months, maybe $100, your first sale. Then someone at your gym asks you what type of workout, and they want to trust you, they want to be your client. And then maybe you get into a better relationship with your partner. I know you keep starting something new, you know what you need to do. You want to improve your fitness, you want to improve your business, you want to improve your relationships, but because you get distracted by all of these influencers, by all of this content, you don't know which one is work for you. So I want to help you with that. So you can DM me on Instagram, and I will give you the breakdown specifically for you. See if we can figure these things out. So see you there.